Your only limit is your own mind. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, we took a little bit of a plunge. We came back, but I don't care about the price around here. Talk all the time about the revolution, talk about the future of Bitcoin, talk about how we're going to create a better future. And right now, the biggest problem is that Bitcoin is in a conundrum. It's a chicken and an egg situation where we need to spread awareness, right? Bitcoin needs to help people by them getting their hands on Bitcoin. But at the same time, if you're not in a situation of being able to have extra money, disposable income, you really can't get your hands on Bitcoin, or we tell you not to, right? Never invest more than you're willing to lose. Well, who's willing to lose any money? Half the time, most people don't have $1,000 saved. They're living paycheck to paycheck. But at the same time, these are the people that need to be getting into Bitcoin. So how do you change the thinking of the world when all you have are pennies to start saving a few in a digital currency that is going to cite a revolution? I don't know, right? Tough times ahead, turmoil as always, but still we're looking at a BTC dominance of 67%. Bitcoin bounces back 7,300. We have a halving coming up this year. Miners hoarding Bitcoin. I think all we have to do is just start educating, right? Turn people on to this masquerade, right? That the government puts out there of misdirection and misinformation, of teaching everyone absolutely nothing about money, and how they just kind of print it off at a whim and are devaluing it faster than you can recognize it. Bitcoin is going to be part of the future when the money that we have doesn't work for the average everyday person. And it's not going to be a simple, on May 21st, it's not going to work anymore for Bill and Tim. It's going to take a full generation. So be lucky that we're smart enough to be in it. Be lucky enough that we have disposable income that we're able to invest in it. And maybe try to think of some others in your family and hodl a little more. I got my wonderful co-host Sammy over here on the sideline, working the computer, holding down the fort, reading the chat.
Good evening, everyone.
What do you think, Samantha? Do you think that we're in an awkward situation where people need it? Like, people should be getting it. People should be holding it because it will bring them immense wealth and, economic freedom. But at the same time, the price is so volatile and it is such early days that should you really be putting possibly some of your income tax?
Yeah, it's like the normal fiat system is the Band-Aid, and they are saying, would you like to have exploratory surgery with Bitcoin? But, you're not going to die. But do you want to get fixed? And no one wants to go in for the, the outpatient surgery, okay? I don't know. Even though it is, in the end, better for you as an individual, I don't know how we bridge that gap. Because, yes, the people that do have, barely any insurances, the 9-to-5 jobs, the jobs with no benefits, the stuff that is weighing you down, these are the people that need Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Right.
It is undeniable.
Right. Instead of spending $20 a month on a Planet Fitness account, they should really have a Gemini account or a Cash App or something and be buying a $20 worth of Bitcoin.
Yes. But it's very hard because it's that same kind of thing where it's like no one wants to make that drastic of a change, even though it's in their benefit.
I'm noticing, though, that longer that I spend time here, that the people that we're best friends with out there in the world, in the chat, right? That we're finding ourselves in a situation of like-minded individuals who we're all intelligent, right? And we asked a lot of questions about the dollar bill and why it's not working. But at the same time, we're also capable enough to go out and get a little extra disposable income. And some of us more than a little bit of disposable income.
Yeah, I mean, almost all of us are still playing the game. Yes.
But it's allowing us to be able to get into Bitcoin.
That's true. I mean,
just for example, I can look at my sisters, I have a lot of sisters, but I can look at a couple of my sisters and I know for a fact that they really don't have any money to invest into Bitcoin. They're probably barely capable of, keeping the lights on and feeding their kids and paying the rent and keeping the gas in the car and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, but we would work an overshift, like an overtime shift, to be able to be like, well, hey, you know what? Today's money is going to go straight to blankety blank.
Yeah, but not everyone's like that in the world.
That's true too. I mean, it really isn't.
Some people work real hard. Some people work real hard to take care of others. And some people just try to get by. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with just getting by. It's just that, sometimes these are the people that fall into the trap of the dollar bill, right? They think, oh, I'm supposed to just go get a 9-to-5 job. I'm supposed to take the average wage.
There's a lot of people who think, oh, everybody just now has to really work 2 jobs. That's just how it is now. Like, I mean, no. At no point in time is it supposed to be a full-time and a part-time and your, whatever, your partner, your other gross annual incomer is doing the same thing. No, like that does not even remotely seem like that's just what you have to do to be able to drive the car and pay off the credit card bills and live in a house.
So have we ranted out here long enough, Samantha? Do we have anybody in the chat, or are we doing that thing where we're standing out here howling to the moon about Bitcoin and how 2020 is going to be a year of awakening?
Paul Rouleau is here. He says, good
Paul
evening.
Rouleau, the man
Hey,
that got us the
Paul.
shirt, right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Paul. We appreciate everything you've done for this channel and all of the times you've been hanging out here.
You are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
BTC Moon Guy is here. He said, made it, finally.
BTC Moon Guy, awesome, buddy. I'm glad that you're here. I've been missing you over there in the chat. Please, if you're lurking in the dark, give us at least a hello. If not, tell us what you're thinking about Bitcoin, what you got going on this evening. What are you thinking about? Let's see, what do I got here? The $400 jump, right? People are saying that because of, economic uncertainty, global turmoil, that, the reserves like, gold and rice and stuff have jumped. And so did Bitcoin. Or are we just looking at a market maker squeezing out, the longs and the shorts?
The same.
Well, it's not really for you to answer. Let's see what everyone else is thinking. What do you guys think? Are you guys out there leverage trading? I don't think you guys mess around
help
with
me.
that.
I know, right? If you do, please tell us. We would love to know how that's working for you.
A lot of times the standard question I receive is, how do you make money with Bitcoin? How do you make money? I want to make money. So how do I use Bitcoin to make me money? And instantly it's like, that's the wrong question. Bitcoin isn't here to make you money. It's just another type of money. It's a type of money that's going to empower you. I mean, how are you going to use $1 to make you money? It's the same situation. If you can use $1 to make you money, you can use a Bitcoin to make you money. And then people say, oh, but you can trade, you can go trade currencies too.
Yep, you can. You can trade against the yen or the blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. It's just
and if
that
it's going to go up or down.
That, I've started having a little questions here and there in the help desk, and I get that question. And it's always like, when I hear this question, this is exactly what they're looking for. This is what the person that wants to take advantage of you is looking for. They want to hear this question because, oh, I'll tell you exactly how you make money. You invest in
blankety blank. Yep. Fill in the blank with any horrible something you can think of. 100x. Yep. Yes.
And it's, not what it's really about.
All right. Parlo says, grab every Satoshi you can and hodl.
I still click that faucet. It pops up with my browser, pops up with my home pages. I click it, I close it, I move on. I think there's like $30 or $40 in there right now.
He says,
and I drain it every now and again.
Someday you'll be glad you did. You will. I mean, that is the point. It is not to keep looking at the price and looking at how many Satoshis you have and is that enough, and
it's about knowing that you're saving for a different future that's gonna happen.
Stop shaking the piggy bank, bro. Like, just put the coins in it and walk away.
I mean, it really is a situation of when we walk through the door into the future, I want to have a savings. I don't want to walk through with just the clothes on my back. I got 12 words that's going to make me okay on the other side.
All right. BTC Moon Guy says funny shirt. That's my shirt. He just stole it. That's how Paul Rouleau, he bought it for me for the second one, right? Forbidden Kingdomness? Or no?
One of the festivals.
Wrapped because I wore it. All both days. But yes, and now he stole it. So it is what it is.
You didn't wear it enough, Samantha. You got to get out there and support. You said you didn't like it when people were questioning you about it at work and in the grocery store.
I did have random strangers in grocery stores. Like, it was a lot of men would be all like, what? In Bitcoin? I was like, I don't know if this is creepy or encouraging. I'm not sure. All right, Stephen McCoy is here. RJ
Stephen
is
McCoy,
here.
nice. RJ,
Josh
buddy.
is here.
Josh, my friend. I'm glad that you could make it. As always, you guys, hit the thumbs up, share the video out. Maybe we can get a few more good friends over there hanging out in the chat. If you're lurking in the dark, let Samantha know that you're here. Don't keep hiding out. We want to have a good conversation. This is how we spread awareness, right? We talk about it. We shine a light on the questions that we don't know. We talk about all of the little, quirkies. Oh, is it quantum computing and all this other stuff going to crack Bitcoin? Has it been hacked? When we get together as a group, you realize we're getting some honest answers because no one here is trying to make a buck. We're just trying to help change the world and make it a better place because it's kind of broken and it's breaking more every single day.
It does slightly suck. BTC Boo Guy says, don't trade, buy and hold. John from Malibu is here. He says, wow.
Malibu. Now it's a party.
Yeah. Says, it's Friday and I'm still fat. Happy New Year's. It's okay.
Oh, I know.
I hear you're a funny man.
We just
it's
had
all right.
Larry's Giant Subs.
Yes, with the grilliness. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm full.
I am too. We also had lasagna the night before. So, we're super carbo loading, apparently.
I know, right? So, I got a little bit of news here. I thought we haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought I'd bring it up as we do because we like the dark web, right?
We do.
We definitely like how Bitcoin has helped embrace and encourage it because it brings freedoms, liberties. I'm not saying that I encourage all the illicit activities that happen there, but I do believe in expanding personal freedoms, right? So we have another dark web takedown.
Of course there is.
On January 3rd, Joanna, right? Joanna.
Yeah,
Joanna.
I would go with that.
So Joanna, she worked over at the Wall Street market, and between, what do I got here? June of 2018 and May of 2019.
So not that long.
No, that's a year.
A year.
Yeah.
A year.
I mean, a year of working on the dark web.
I guess, yes, of illicit horribleness. Bitcoin. Yeah, I guess.
An undercover went ahead and put an order in for about 30 grams of heroin and 10 grams of methamphetamines. A little while later, he received a package that supposedly came from Joanna. So they have went ahead and arrested her for this. And she could be looking at anywhere from 5 years to 100 years.
Oh, that's cool. That's a really big gap.
So why are we out here? Why are we talking about this? Poor Joanna. This is not what we would like to see for her future in her life. But Bitcoin, right? That's how these transactions are made on the dark web, is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pseudo-anonymous. Unfortunately, there's been some sort of a breakdown and a chink in the chain here, which has allowed Joanna's identity to be given away.
Yeah, Chainalysis, kind of.
Yeah. Even though all of her communications with her clients use P2G or whatever it is, the pretty good privacy, PGP.
Yeah.
Like the messaging. So,
still got her.
Showing us that still we need fungibility. Right? Fungibility put into Bitcoin. We're working on it with Lightning Network. It's going to be one of the things coming down the pipeline. We've seen a lot of it in some of the other alternative cryptocurrencies, like Monero and Dash has a privacy setting, and we have Zcash, and you guys all know the other ones.
I mean, I'm always a glass half full. I'm happy that the man got his drugs. Sadly, on the downside, he happened to be undercover. But I'm seeing that this works.
I mean, I guess at best, I see that it takes the attention off of the buyer and it puts it more on the seller. Where usually in average everyday life, they're usually getting the person that's buying and not so much the seller.
Well, no, isn't that where they do the whole like snitches and wear wires? Like they get you, but they don't really want you. They want the drug dealer, like the bigger one.
I don't know. Go ask all those people in prison, Sam.
Oh, I know, right? Be like, so you were
Did you get an opportunity to snitch?
You're like, yeah.
Because let me tell you, I'm pretty sure most of them would have taken it.
Sign me up. All right. BTC Boo Guy says, I heard Bitcoin is over 20K in Iran. Scary situation. That is some real arbitrage-ness.
Yeah, but I mean, getting money in and out, and what is an Iranian dollar going to be worth to you?
Right? What is the conversion rate of thatness? Oh, Steve, John from Malibu says, yeah, that he's sitcom dad fat. I know what shape you're talking about there. Yeah. All right. Stephen McCoy says that he's just holding and he's also buying some silver dimes as a hedge. Ooh.
Nice.
I have some silver quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually got a lot of them.
A decent chunk. It was an estate sale or whatever, and yep, all of them that were there were silvers.
So, you know what today is, Samantha?
We have a super chat from RJ. He gave us $20.99 in
RJ,
Canadian-ness.
my friend, that's amazing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Of course, I like to tell everyone around here at this channel, we are not for profit. None of this money goes into our pocket. It does not buy Samantha sushi. It does not put gas in my car. It goes back into the channel. It keeps us up and running. We don't have any big events. We're not trying to raise any funds right now for any of the excursions that we've gotten off to.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Let the price of Bitcoin keep moving sideways. Maybe when it pumps up again, we'll try to get something on the books. But for right now, we still are always looking for help in the form of conversation, right? We would love to do an interview. We would love to have someone communicating to give us more topics or help with the channel in any way possible. Timestamps, all that fun stuff.
All right. Josh says, Darkneck, oh, wow, I browse Wall Street. Well, stay away from Joanne so-and-so, all right? I'm sure it was not her name on the thingy, but crap, yeah. Okay, Bitcoin Jake is here. He says, just finished our Bitcoin video. It's uploading now. Ooh.
All right.
Okay, Josh says they might have tracked it through the post office or the site. Good, yeah, thoughts. And Bitcoin Jake says, happy birthday, Genesis Day, proof of keys.
Right, 11 years strong.
What?
I mean, I'm sure you guys all have your cryptocurrency not on an exchange.
Yeah, you better proof of keyed.
Right, and then of course, you know, everyone can spin down the rabbit hole of spiralness to a Glacier protocol, air-gapped laptop. But in reality, it should depend on your level of education and, of course, how much you have invested. Yes. And those two should always go hand in hand as well. If you have absolutely no clue, leave it right there at Coinbase where you just signed up the other day. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to take the time to figure it out because always, like Ivan says, right, invest in yourself. Because understanding what this stuff is and how you move it around and how it's going to be integrated in the background of the future is so much more important than the $50 worth of Bitcoin you bought.
Yes, we're not to the air gap level yet. I mean, we're definitely to like the wrench attack and like, you know, like, but yes, not air gap.
But we are somewhere between the level of having ledger and letting everybody know what our IP address is and figuring out how much we have on the back end with Bitcoin if they're the government or chain analysis spying on us to the Glacier through.
Yes, because we literally have one that's, I mean, that thing is pretty, it's as cold storage, I think, as it can get at the moment. Like, yeah.
Plausible deniability is amazing. So, anything going on in the chat? What do you guys want to talk about tonight? I don't really have much more here. I thought we'd talk about the dark web. I thought we might incite some conversation about the $400 jump. A lot of people are discussing it. And then, of course, you know, the proof of keys. I don't know. If you don't have it off, I wouldn't try now. You're just looking to get a support ticket, possibly, if you're at some backwater
Yeah.
exchange.
Yes, but hindsight, you really should. You should have it. You should own them. You should know
Well,
where they are. There should
it's
not be a problem.
it's that we're setting the precedent, right? I mean, the first year it wasn't that big. This year it was a little bigger. I heard more people talking about it. By 5 or 6 years down the road, when we start to have the integration of banks,
There'll be proof of
the
keys day.
notorious ones for reserves, right? We'll still be able to be like, hey, check. Let's check it.
Right.
And it'll be bigger because it'll be 5, 6, 7 years in the running. And just like everything else, as long as we can keep the momentum going because we understand and believe why this is happening, there's no reason that it shouldn't be.
Yes.
All right. Anything going on in the chat? Lurking in the dark out there, quiet as always this evening.
All right, Bitcoin Jake says that he runs a full node. He says, yes, the only thing that he has is XTZ on Coinbase.
All right.
Stephen McCoy says, how many Satoshis is equal to $1 or 1 Bitcoin?
Wait, how many Satoshis is $1?
Well, yeah, because $1 and 1 Bitcoin are nowhere close to the same, but...
I mean, the price is 7,000. I think it's around 12 or 13,000. I know 10,000 is $1 when it's 10,000, the price of Bitcoin.
I gotcha. That's how many Satoshi-nesses.
So I usually use that as my jumping off point to estimate as the price of Bitcoin fluctuates.
You're a pretty good rounder. Because, yeah, when you would look at it in just Satoshis, you'd be like, oh, that's about that. And then I would go, oh, let me just convert it over. And I'd be like, you're within like $1. So, yeah.
It's been a while since I've done any.
Someone do the math. Figure it out. Let us know. All right.
Well, we used to be able
Hey,
to check
Crypto
easily
Herbert.
when we could do the screen shares and we'd pop over and we'd look at the mirror multiple and we'd look at the charts together.
I know. There was little videos.
I know, right?
So many things.
Oh, they took away Google Hangouts on us, messed us all up. Now all you guys get is my mug, the lighting that we put up. I at least took out the turkey pen, so hopefully we'll be able to get the peacock when it gets...
oh, yeah, when he starts doing his dance.
Yeah, they've already started their mating dance, so...
Yeah, I find it very funny. The girl also does the same exact dance. She just doesn't have a tail. It is hilarious. It's like, wait, what? You guys are doing the same dance at each other? Aren't you supposed to do different ones? Hey, it is what it is.
Anything going on in the chat? Questions? Or else are we just going to be wrapping this up, moving slowly into the new year as we all wait in anticipation, biting our fingernails to hope that the price of Bitcoin jumps up to something crazy so we can unload some of our bags and live that golden life that we all dream of.
Josh says 1 Satoshi will always be 1x. Oh, you little snarky man.
Oh, that's hilarious. I just think it was funny that it's like, I don't know how many times you can be like, I told you so in the cryptocurrency space before people actually listen. I just don't participate. I mean, I'm trying to focus on a lot of other stuff, but at the same time, I'm still dedicated to Bitcoin. I'm still getting out here and doing the show. I just, it is what it is with Bitcoin. And as we move sideways and the next big thing comes and the next big market or bull market is around the corner, between now and then, it's, stack Satoshis when you can, enjoy the day, and know that it's going to come.
I mean, we're pretty focused individuals.
Right. Enjoy the journey type stuff, right? Like enjoy the boat ride.
I mean, it is a point A to point B. Everything in the middle. How much does that really matter when you're at point B?
Yep. Whatever it takes to get there.
Yep. Oh, John from Malibu's got to go. He's got to get his son ready to go out to dinner. Oh, dinner. Eat more food for me.
All right, you guys. Well, I mean, we're going to be getting ready to wrap this down unless you guys got any more questions over there in the chat, as I've been...
I think we're good.
Pulling at the strings here, trying to see. No. All right, you guys. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us this evening. We will be back, as always, to bring you guys another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee, because we love spreading awareness. You guys mean so much to us. This is the greatest part of our lives. It's getting out here, hanging out with you guys, because you're our best friends, right?
Oh, Josh gave us a $2 super chat. Thanks, Josh.
Oh, Josh, buddy. Amazing.
Oh, we love you guys. Warm fuzzies.
I just hate that YouTube takes from it and stuff,
I know.
Because they work so hard to give,
I know, and it does suck. It's like, what did you do, YouTube?
Yeah.
You don't even let
All
us
they
use
do
the
is give
things
us
we
all they do
want.
is give us strikes and not push our notifications.
Oh, let's not talk about the YouTube gods. Ooh, sorry.
Did you see that Ivan on Tech is trying to get everyone to sign up for emails so that he can
There
push
you
his own
go, like,
notifications?
well, I mean, he did get hit pretty hard for some reason too. Like, so
That
yeah,
is true.
yeah, maybe he wants to get a little bit more outside the box.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope you're doing what's important to you. I hope you guys go sign up for Ivan's email and remember to keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.